Hey, what's going on everyone? Hunter with Rebel Outdoors, and today on this nice warm sunny winter Michigan day, I'm going to be talking about why I picked a Rubicon over the other trim versions. So if you haven't checked out why I ended up getting rid of my Ram 2500, I will go ahead and put that video up in this corner so you guys can kind of understand some other things about why I made that decision. But this is a 2022 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon, and in my search, I'm usually very picky about stuff. So there was some certain things that I wanted to have in a Jeep. So one of which was being I wanted a Rubicon, and these are some of the reasons why. Obviously with the Rubicons, they come with a front and rear locker, and that is awesome to have. I know where I live here in Michigan, there's not really any difficult trails, but I do enjoy taking the harder trails, doing rock crawling, all those fun things, and I do plan to try and do a whole lot of that type of stuff with this new Jeep once we get it built up a little more. Now, I don't really plan on lifting it or putting bigger tires, regearing, until either about this time next year, so like mid-winter. And reason being is with this, I'm going to kind of keep it stock for a little while. We might go up to 35s. You know, the Rubicons also come with an electronic sway bar disconnect, so that was one thing that I really wanted to make the ride quality a little bit nicer. You know, obviously with the Rubicons, they come with that, so that is definitely a nice feature to have. Now, I do know I have friends that have ones where you have to get out and kind of like turn a knob or undo a pin or something like that. Being able to just stay in the Jeep, press a button is awesome, especially when it's cold out. Now this, I'm sure a lot of people is going to be a dumb reason, but I really like the color red. I don't like the color orange, and if you pick up on that, the Mojaves come with orange trim, which I really do not like. I am one of those people that color matters to me when it comes to different things. So with the Rubicon red, as I call it, it's really makes my eyes happy. Now again, the Rubicons come with a 410 gear ratio, and as I mentioned earlier, this year I am going to be upgrading to 35-inch tires. I didn't want to put a ton of money into this right away because, at least for now, a lot of my trips are going to be local and not really doing any hard, crazy stuff. So I was going to kind of play around with the stock suspension, go up a little bit on tire size, and kind of start off on more of those functional upgrades like new bumper, winch, rooftop tent, all those kind of fun stuff to kind of, you know, get you out there. Now these do come with a little bit wider axles as well as the high mark fenders. And that was important to me too because, again, I mentioned I don't want to put a ton of money into this, so when I do put 35s on, I shouldn't have a problem flexing out. And even when I do end up lifting this thing and throwing 37s on, regearing, all that fun stuff, I shouldn't have any kind of a problem at full flex. And I have been able to play around with all the different features that I've mentioned, and so far I'm absolutely loving this. But if you guys are thinking about getting a new Jeep and maybe are kind of on the fence of which trim level you want, maybe you don't know if you want a Rubicon or Mojave, this isn't really a comparison video, but at least if you're kind of leaning more towards the Rubicon, hopefully any of these points will be helpful to you. We do have a Patreon now, so if you would like to see a lot of this Jeep in action, plus all the other outdoor stuff that I do here on the channel, please go ahead and head over to Patreon. Link will be in the description below. Subscribe if you're into all kinds of outdoor content that we do here on the channel. Like the video, hit the little bell notification so you get notified every Sunday when I post new videos. And as always, we'll catch you guys in the next one.